Welcome to the Scoring Tries podcast with me, Kai Fagan.
Me, Aston Stevenson.
And today we have a very special guest, my best friend in rugby. Seen him play all around the world. France, played against him at Exeter, you know. Not for Exeter, but, you know, touch game. And do you want to introduce yourself, Freddie?
I am Freddie Steward, Leicester Tigers player, fullback, and I'm here with my best mate, Kai.
Everybody.
And Kai's mate as well. We're all best mates.
I love how you had to get in at your Leicester Tigers fullback. So, mate, 2023, absolutely massive year for you. I saw that you graduated from university.
I did, mate, yeah. That was quite cool. Since I've been doing that for about 4 years now. Managing that with the rugby's been pretty tough, to be honest. It was, had a fair few ups and downs, but got there in the end and got my nice little photo with the hat and the certificate to top it off.
That's what it's all about, mate. My mum's got that, and apart from that, she didn't care anything about my degree. Just that one photo that's in my house.
I did 1 year at university and now I'm doing open university. I have my own cash, so that's not great. But what was you studying?
I was doing economics, which at the time sounded like a brilliant idea. Like, enjoyed it. Got to uni, it was like a foreign language. It was lots of maths, lots of equations. Honestly, how I did it, I'll never know, but got there in the end. No more of that. That's done for now.
Mate, that's a tough degree, that. But you know what? You probably don't even need your degree because you're absolutely smashing it with all the rugby.
Oh, yeah. It doesn't last forever, though, does it?
It doesn't last forever, but I feel like you're on a trajectory, like you're making a status for yourself here.
I'm enjoying it, mate. I mean, that's what it's all about. Like, I'm loving my rugby at the minute, so...
Mate, that's it. So when you were playing rugby at university... Did you manage to take part in the university life as well?
I think when I was in my first year, I wasn't really in the fold here. So I was playing on loan at can't say Loughborough, can I?
No, you can.
I can say Loughborough. Yeah. I can say Loughborough. There you go.
So
I was on loan at Loughborough.
So that's a Nat 2 team, isn't it?
That's a Nat 2 team, yeah. And then I actually played because I was studying. I played for the uni team in the Bucks League.
Oh, mate.
So, Wednesdays. The old Wednesday nights, mate. They were, good fun. Play a Bucks game straight into the Union.
You do know that I'm about to ask you about the Wednesday nights, don't you? That's coming now. Because, you know what? When I think back at university, I just think about Wednesday nights. Like, my whole university experience of rugby there, that's literally what made it for me. So, you took part in the socials in your first year?
I did, yeah. I obviously playing on the Wednesday nights. Away trip, home trip, we'd go back, have some pre, straight into the Union. Away games, you'd obviously have the long bus back. Oh, mate, there were loads of games. You used to have the Frosty Jacks taped to each hand, all of that stuff.
Edward Scissorhands.
Edward Scissorhands.
Or Cider Hands, that's what it's called, isn't it?
Amy Winehands.
That all happened in the first year. And then obviously as this stuff, got more serious and I was really getting my head down, there was less of that.
Oh, do you miss it? What, in fact, mate, before we move on to that, okay, because we're going to come on to that, got to ask you about your initiations. Did you do an initiation for it? Or do you not want to talk? Do you not want to disclose?
You know what? I would love to, but I'm going to stay loyal to Loughborough and not say because I think I get in trouble.
Oh, well, you know what? I'll tell you all about my initiations.
I
won't stay loyal.
I was there for 1 year. Well, you don't have no loyalties.
Well, do you want to? You can tell us first.
All right,
Aston, take us away.
I was at a university in a small town for my first year, and when I was a fresher, they had all the returners at it was like a 5-mile run, and at every mile there was like a bottle of gin with a return or a bottle of vodka. You go around and you have to down it and you have to down it until you get to one of the returners' house. And when you get to the house, there's this big bucket that has beans, fish, and all that nasty stuff in it. So when all of the freshers were getting there, they had to down whatever was in the thing. But if you were sick, you just have to be sick into the bucket it was in. Obviously, not in quite as shape as what you two are, I was one of the last ones. So I had to take a cup of sick, spit, mackerel.
So you drank sick, spit and mackerel?
It's not my proudest moment, but...
Yeah, well, it's not nice at all, mate.
Right, come on, what's yours?
So mine, you know what, right? Okay, here we go. So mine... I had it hard. The university I went to, I was the only fresher on the first team. So all the older boys literally, they really took out on me. So I did my initiation, but after that initiation, they turned around to me and went, "No, Kai, you got a year initiation. It's carrying on every single Wednesday up until you leave. Then once you leave, then yeah, you know what, you can do it to the freshers then." And that's where you take your enjoyment out. So I remember the start of the initiation, it was, do you know that film, on Wednesdays we wear pink?
Yeah.
So that's saying.
Mean Girls?
Yeah, Mean Girls. Oh, Mean Girls.
Not that I've seen it.
Yeah, definitely not. So it was, on Wednesdays we wear pink. So I had to turn up. You weren't allowed underwear. You had to wear you had to wear women's underwear, pink dress. Turn up at this pub, and we were just doing normal drinking games. And I'm thinking, you know what, this is easy. Like proper easy. I've smashed this. I'm going to go out with the boys, proper initiated into the rugby community at university. And then we go, all right, freshers, we're going for a jog now. Jog, run a night out, isn't happening. And then we go to one of the older boys' houses, back to the back garden. Right at the back of the garden, there's a bin, and in this bin, there's fish guts, spit, piss, like anything you could think of. And we're like, you've got to put your head in back for 10 seconds and hold your head underneath that. And once you do that, then it might be over, it might not be. So do that, pull my head up, and then we turn around and go, here's some dog food. And it's like, great. And then if you take us to the back of a garden again, there's like a big garden, very big garden, Yorkshire, you know, it's like a lot of greenery. Then there's like this pool, and there's just like more fish guts, more of the same inside that pool. And all the freshers are stood round it with a fish. They're just whacking each other as it goes round with this fish. Whack, whack, whack.
I can't believe he turned his nose up at my story.
Yeah.
This is insane.
And like I said, my initiation went on for a year, so it was just more and more of that.
I don't know who comes up with them, these ideas. Like,
It makes you really want to stay for the year.
it's just a vicious cycle, isn't it? I feel like the freshers that year get put through all of that, and then when they are no longer freshers, they then want to put the new lot through what they went through.
Do you know what it is, right? Do you know what annoyed me after that? So as I got older, right, I became president of my university rugby side. So I was like, do you know what I mean? Like, I was,
And were you nice? Did you dial it up? Did you tone it down?
Mate, our initiation was just like, oh yeah, drink this dirty pint, because we got told hazing's like getting phased out of university rugby. And you know what? I think it's probably right, because it is borderline bullying, isn't it? But then I was a bit gutted, but I couldn't. I mean, I couldn't take part in it. And they just had dirty pints, and the boys were inducted properly. So you really not going to tell us about yours? You give us a hint.
It was in a forest, and we had to do a load of shopping and get all these items. And I can't say much more than that. I honestly can't. I have a lot of loyalty and respect for those boys, and I can't throw them under the bus.
We got some time. We'll get there. We're really got the forest now.
But professional rugby is a lot tamer. Like you get your songs, that sort of thing. Debut for England was a song. Leicester, we don't actually have one here.
What's your song?
The song that I sang when I debuted for England was Whole Again, Atomic Kitten.
You're going to sing it for us now?
Absolutely not doing a rendition.
The mic's there.
But it was when the Euros were on. So it was when the Southgate tune was in. It was like, Southgate, you're the one. You still turn me on.
Oh, you've got it.
Football's coming out. That one. Which went down all right.
Mate, initiations are mental. But I feel like that's right, though, because as you get older, even when I went into senior rugby, it's just like sing a song and tell a joke, and that's it, isn't it? Have a bit of a laugh with the boys. But yeah, university.
Yeah, university is it's a different breed, isn't it?
So you just said about it being a lot tamer for when you were at England Rugby.
Yeah, in that sense. Well, I guess because it's more professional, isn't it, than university. So you have that element of it where you're not going to be out doing stupid things and drinking left, right, and centre. So, but I mean, it's still an unbelievable environment. It's class. Like